What's going on, guys? All in day 29, I believe. It's almost been a full month, coming close to it. But let's get right into it. Let's look at price today. Um, so before market opened, we were looking pretty bullish on the daily, and this candle actually closed over here. On the 4 hour, we were also looking bullish coming into this 4 hour gap here. And we did have equal lows on the 1 hour right here. But I was hoping that price would actually come down and take this out, move out of this gap to return higher. You see the equal lows, this low, this low. There was no sweeps yet, so I wanted to see price come down, take it out, return higher. So ES also had this 4 hour gap that it was respected right here. So it did respect this gap here, and there was still another large gap below that. Hoping to see liquidity be swept below here. So when market open, you can see London and Asia are still intact. We did have this SMT at Asia high and this higher time frame SMT from here to here and here to here, as you can see. So this high to this high, this high, up to this high. So there was a bearish SMT, kind of swaying my bias a bit, and there was another SMT from this high to this high. Maybe there wasn't. I'm trying to think here. Well, there actually was no SMT. I'm just trolling. But anyways, still had this higher time from SMT. And hopefully that was going to push us lower to sweep out all this liquidity, move higher. But instead, what price wanted to do today was to pretty much just dump entirely. So market opened, and so that's why. Hold on. So there was that SMT. So you can see this side of this side. Well, it hasn't closed yet, but so pre-market swept out Asia. I knew it wasn't tripping. See that SMT, and then NQ not sweeping it out. So there was those bearish confluences that I wanted to see move price lower, and if price wanted to keep going lower, then I wanted to see some type of manipulation on the lower time frame and a retracement. But I guess that's too much to ask for today. So instead, when market opened, pretty much just dumped. So market opened here. First 5-minute candle was 70 points coming into our 4 hour gap here, but just wanted to push right through it and just pretty much just dump. I mean, there was no retracement, there was no manipulation I saw. So when price finally came up, this was pretty much it. It was time to get off anyway. So that was price today. I guess it was some sort of BPR from yesterday, because yesterday was about the same type of move, doing the same type of thing. And it's unfortunate that 2 days in a row getting something like this, but this is why we have rules in place. This is why we stay disciplined to our strategy, because this is not something that could simply have probability in. It's price just dumping. And realistically, if I was to find a move within here, I would have to see a manipulation on the 5 minute. So like coming above these highs, coming down. This would have been it. But this is at 11:30 when stuff starts to slow down. And I mean, like, yeah, I could have entered when I see price going down, but that's not right. It's not the way to go about this, especially in trading. Because if I do this now, create bad habits, and do it again, and end up losing that money again. So price could have really came up at any point that it wanted to, but today it chose to go down. And it's just another one of those days, just like yesterday, just the opposite way. And it's clear it's a BPR right here, but there's no confluences that are really telling me that, oh, this could be a good entry. Not even on the 1 minute. I mean, it's like, I don't know, just not something I would trade personally. But I'm sure this works out for a lot of other strategies. My strategy in particular is solely reliant on liquidity and retracements, and we didn't get a single one of that. So, yeah. But this is a good opportunity to learn to hold yourself accountable, to hold yourself back and control yourself from trying to chase the money. Because if I was to enter, I mean, I could have entered anywhere short, and I could have made money today, sure. But chasing that money, if I end up doing that again tomorrow, and just say tomorrow's not going to be like this, I'm going to give my money back to the market. And this is why we have strategy, rules in place to protect our capital and to protect us from giving our money back to the market. So this is me simply practicing good habits, good control within myself to not enter, to not FOMO into something like this, to chase money rather than let the setup come to me, let the money come to me whenever it must be right and whenever the setup must present. And that's honestly the lesson I have for y'all today, is to not chase the money. You can see people online, you can see people on Instagram, TikTok, they're like, oh, I just made a banger today, got this 500 point move on the NASDAQ, like, let's see how many points did it run down. Yeah, about 500. But if that doesn't align with your strategy and the way that you trade, it isn't going to matter what other people make, because it simply doesn't matter what other people make. It matters how you trade, your plan, your strategy, and your rules. Otherwise, you're going to be reliant on somebody else when it comes down to it. And if you really want to learn this skill, you need to focus on you and solely you. Forget about all this internet shit and whatever you see online. I made X amount of money today. I made, don't worry about them, because one of two things. They're at the end of their book. They're on chapter 50, they're on chapter 30 while you're on chapter 5. And you hear this a lot because it's true. Because you can't compare yourself when you're at a different point in your journey. And doing that is only going to make you feel FOMO, is only going to make you feel just bad about yourself and all, because you're comparing yourself to these other people who have been trading for a while. Another thing, you could be seeing people who are absolutely just LARPing and are just full porting and gambling. And that is not what we're here for. We're not here to gamble, to full port. We're here to learn and to develop this skill. Alright, this isn't a short-term, quick and easy money grab. This is some people's career. And how long does it take to get good at something at a high-level skill and to master it? You know? I haven't even been trading for 9 months, a year, and I'm still not where I want to be. But that's what drives me every single day. But that doesn't get in the way of hindering my own progress, of putting myself 10 steps back because I want it so bad. I simply just follow the process and be patient within my own journey. Now, if you can't be patient within yourself and your own journey, how do you expect yourself to be patient on the charts when you're only trading an hour and a half? Because realistically, this ain't going to work out for you. So if you can't be patient for the long-term success, you're not going to be patient on the charts. Anyways, guys, this has been real. I simply can't do nothing about this. I mean, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna trade this, and I didn't, and I can show y'all. Zero, yesterday's, it's all the same. Nothing. I haven't traded since Monday. So, I was on a streak for a while, just like trading almost every day, and Tuesday came around, hesitated. Wednesday, we saw Wednesday. Wednesday was just straight up. This is straight down, so hopefully Friday can give us something of value, of worth, because, this is some bullshit. But if not, we gonna be alright. We gonna be okay. So, anyways, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow, last day of the week, and then I'll trade all next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the 7th I leave. So, but you'll see that on Friday. So I won't be trading pretty much all of the second week of March. I think I'm just going to take a little break and enjoy my vacation. So, anyways, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.